I braced against the freezing cold and took off my shirt. Then I removed my pants. I left only my base layers and shoes on. I walked straight toward the lake. The icy water made my entire body cramp violently. I rushed back to the shore, but I refused to give up. I found a piece of wood and pushed it into the lake. I forced myself to endure the cold and stepped into the lake again and used the wood to stay afloat in the water. After reaching the center of the lake and confirming the spot, I took a deep breath and dove straight to the bottom. There was a crashed airplane resting underwater. I was the only survivor of this air disaster. I had no choice but to risk diving down, searching for the captain's satellite phone to call for rescue. A long time passed, and I still found nothing. I could no longer hold on. I randomly grabbed 2 backpacks and used my last breath to reach the surface. When I prepared to swim back to shore, I saw a brown bear. It was eating my only food supply. I shouted loudly, trying to drive it away. It had no effect. After returning to the shore, I quickly checked the supplies inside the backpacks. They had already been soaked by the river water. All electronic devices refused to power on. Fortunately, the second backpack was sealed tightly. It was filled with thick stacks of cash, but in this remote wilderness, money meant nothing. I was already starving and severely dehydrated. I picked up a medicine bottle and prepared to fill it with water. The water was filled with bacteria. An idea suddenly came to me. I found a pair of glasses. Under the sunlight, the focus beam hit the cache. The trick worked exactly as expected. I felt proud of my quick thinking. I found leftover metal pieces from the airplane and used them as a pot to boil water. I placed it over the fire and heated it. After a short while, the water inside the pot finally started boiling. After rehydrating myself, I knew the most urgent problem was finding food and staying warm, and I was already preparing my next move.